Alright, so today we're gonna do Floyd Money Mayweather's best moments in fights. You can say what you want about Floyd and his personality and how he treats money and people in general. But you honestly have to say that he's the best within the last, what, 2 decades? You know, he's got to be one of the best to do it, if not the best to do it. It depends on how you look at it, what stats you're looking at, and things like that. You know, it's hard to argue with 50-0. 50-0. I mean, granted, he got his 50-0 off of a person who never boxed before. I'm just saying. But he's 50-0. You know, you can't take away the other 49. And so, yeah, we're gonna get right to it. Floyd Money Mayweather, the defensive genius. So I think we're gonna definitely see some defense inside of this reaction. We're definitely gonna see some snappy, you know, pull crosses and Philly shells and all that great stuff, you know. And so yeah, thanks for the subscribes, the likes, the comments, you guys. I appreciate and I see every single last one of them. And so let's get to it. I'm excited. Ooh, that body head. Already we're starting to see Floyd's timing, which is a part of defense. You know, people say the best offense is a good defense, and I believe that in a sense, especially when it comes to boxing, because timing, in my mind, is about defense. You have to be able to time a person's shot in order to counter, and counter is a defensive move. It's not a punch first tactic. It's a I'm waiting for you to punch first tactic, and then I'm going to return. That's a defensive, more of a defensive stance on boxing. And Mayweather perfected that. He perfected the Philly shell, and he perfected the pull cross. He was also good at that lead hook. So yeah. Look at that. What I tell you. And a lead hook. Both of what I just said. Switch to James Lehi for his. See, he loved using the lead hook, and he loves using that cross. He loved. Those are one of his bread and butter. I'd say probably 2 of his best punches, in my opinion, are his lead hook and his cross, especially when he uses it as a pull.
It's getting brutal in there as Mayweather fires at will.
Oh my goodness.
And the left with the body, chopping left on the chin. Brilliant stuff.
Just a non-stop display early in the round.
Yeah.
You got to defend yourself to some extent.
And as you can also see that Mayweather's also not much of a power puncher either. He's not known to be a knockout artist. You know, he's actually, you know, been joked for having brittle hands. And I mean, hey, you know, it's kind of true. He kind of does. He has brittle hands. You know, when you look at his track record of breaking his hands. But I mean, when you've been boxing for a certain amount of period of time, I mean, I would love to ask all boxers, especially pro boxers, who fought like over 100 fights, if how many times they've broken their hands. Might be surprised.
Boom.
That's what they were worried about. The good part is do as a puncher, so he can get back in the fight with one punch. That's it.
Oh my goodness, he hit you with like 3 crosses? My guy. I think Andre Berto. Manuel Marquez. Look at that lead hook. Boom. Look at that. Look at what I told you guys. Bam.
From what both guys have been fighting in the past.
Oh, this is such a good fight. I'm gonna be honest. Mayweather's fight against Miguel Cotto was probably one of my favorite showdowns of Mayweather's. I'm gonna be honest. If you guys haven't seen that fight, you need to go watch it, because I really think that Cotto, he gave Mayweather all that he could handle, and you know, he had moments where you could tell that he was, I wouldn't say he was overwhelming Mayweather, but like I said, he was giving him a handful. You know, he was a handful for sure.
Mayweather to hits Mayweather.
Definitely becoming a much...
Even though Floyd is considered a defense fighter in the fight, you see him landing shots, very good eyes, picking shots right between the gloves, the side of the gloves, even though Miguel has his hands up to bounce, and then he starts a little short.
He sets it up in close with that lead hook.
Get a beat on exactly what Miguel's doing now. And there's the Mayweather float.
Oh my goodness.
There you see Ricky Hatton so anxious.
I'm also starting to notice that Mayweather likes to set up his combos with hooks, especially that lead hook, but when his power shots, I'm actually starting to notice that he sets up some of his combos with that right hand, with that right hook. And so that's very interesting, especially when they're in close. He loves to set it up with that hook, which makes sense, of course. You know, the hook is a more of a close range shot, but the way he sets it up, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Coming forward, not moving his head as much as he should. And Floyd is pinpointing
Oh
all the
my
shots.
goodness.
And this is
Oh, his timing.
Floyd is really, he's mixing up his attack. Well, Ricky is bringing the best out of him.
He also is good at using space and range. Every time Hatton moves forward, boom, Mayweather moves back just a step. He keeps him within the distance that he wants. There's never a time where he's in a distance that he's like, oh, you're too close, you're too far away. You're gonna always be in the distance that I want you to be in. That's one of the footwork combat 101 is distance control.
Quick left hook by Mayweather as Hatton came in. Sometimes it's the right hand, sometimes it's the left hook. Huge round for Mayweather here in the 8th.
And don't forget, no standing count here.
Mayweather believes he's got Hatton in big trouble. Hatton gets a chance to land a right hand.
Ooh, he popped that cross.
Every situation for him.
This fight is
Oh,
Floyd Mayweather.
that's it. And we all know Floyd has had many more fights than that, many more wins than that. But there's only but so much you could fit into, 3 minutes. And so what I take away from that is that, like I said, he uses that lead hook beautifully, and then after he tags you, it moves your face just for a second, and then he starts to let off with that right hand hook or the cross. He pops that cross so quickly. But yeah, Mayweather is one of the best, if not the best, at least defensive tactician that I've seen in boxing, and at least within the last 2-3 decades. No matter what you say about his personality and how he treats things in his life, hey, his boxing skill is undeniable, and his name is always a mention when it comes to who's the best of all time. I don't know. There's been a lot of boxers out there, and so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below what boxers you'd like to see next. Even boxers that like fly under the radar that people may not know about, that I may not know about, that are just spectacular in their own right. Comment down below and let us know about it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.